Alright, we've got another beautiful afternoon in the Victorian high country and we are determined to get an early camp set up to soak it all in. We're currently on the Wombat Range track, which will lead us to the Wonnangatta track heading west. Adam's hoping for a riverside camp tonight, as his last attempt at catching something left us all questioning his manhood. Towing through terrain like this, and you'd be silly not to have electric brakes. They'll not only prevent the trailer from pushing your vehicle down the hill, but if you ever got into a sticky situation and needed to reverse uphill, they won't lock on like most hydraulic or cable brakes will. We installed Red Arc Tow Pro Elites, so we have full adjustment in the driver's seat simply by turning the dial to adjust the sensitivity, or if you need the brakes to lock on, hold the dial in. And just like that, we've found the perfect little spot. The boys have got the tracker set up down pat. First job is to level it up, and the Max Tracks make easy work of that. Next up is the rooftop tent and the awning. After the rooftop tent's folded out, we swing out the Super Peg awning. This thing is seriously high quality thanks to its heavy duty canvas. A few poles, and the best thing about it, not a guy rope in sight. The kitchen pulls straight out of the side of the tracker. The top half swings back towards it and locks in for stability. Attach a few accessories and we are cooking. Mark's running the James Brewed hardshell rooftop tent. And even with one hand, the setup is super quick.
And that's that. Happy days.
Oh, yeah. We've found ourselves a gorgeous little spot right by the river. We get a little bit of firewood together, as tonight Luke will be cooking his famous beef stew. Luke really fancies himself in the camp kitchen, and he's going to have some tough critics tonight. And the boys definitely won't be holding back if it's not up to scratch. And with no signs of leftovers, Luke must have finally done something right. She's a foggy one this morning, and a warm cup of joe is going down a treat.
So it looks alright, Marco. Yes, it does, Nick. Good sleep, Luke. Beautiful, mate.
As the fog rises, we pack up and head west towards Zeka Spur Track, which could be interesting towing the tracker. We couldn't find much information about towing trailers in the area, so I guess we're just going to have to find out. Patrol hasn't missed a beat towing the trailer. With a TD42 in it, 3-inch exhaust, cross-country intercooler and a work fuel pump, she's proven to be an absolute tugboat. And actually handles like one too. Before long, we find ourselves amongst dozens of switchbacks, and a lot of the way, it's only wide enough for one vehicle, so it pays to keep an eye on the road ahead and an ear on the radio. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? This one did. We've done it again. It's 3 PM and we haven't had lunch, so we find a little spot to pull up for a quick bite to eat. We don't stop for long though, as we have a lot of ground to cover before nightfall. With all the major hills behind us, and nothing but a few bog holes up ahead, we prepare for an easy drive to camp. That is, until the boys hear a call over the radio that Mark's got problems with the Jeep. Something Nick's heard one too many times before.
What's happened, Marco?
Driving down this hill, heard a noise, had to stop. Shock is not meant to be there. Mount is completely broken off.
That, to be honest, looks like it's been like cracked for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, when you said shock, not when you're Falcons, they're not even that old.
Nah, well, I just heard something just
The bracket, yeah.
dropping and
The whole mount's snapped.
hanging under. I was like, what the fuck is that, exhaust or
Snapped on
something?
both sides. Yeah, so it's just cleared, torn off. Or like, so it's just hanging from.
So sway bar links in.
With not much other option than to drive the Jeep and see how it goes, Mark connects the sway bar back up, which will help stabilise it and hopefully get us to camp.
How's it feeling, Marco?
Yeah, just fine.
It's not too bad then.
Better off without it.
That's fine from back here, mate.
What's the plan then, Marco?
Well, travelled fine for those 30 k's on shitty roads. So I reckon we could probably, I don't know, see how we go in the morning. If it's highway
Right.
driving, we could probably get home.
Run with it.
Yeah, it didn't feel dangerous or anything.
Deal with it when we're at home.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Have the last camp. Get going in the morning.
Yep. Only about 700 k's or something.
With all that's left to do now is get a roaring fire going and enjoy the night. After a long 10 hours of driving, everyone's home safe, and Mark investigates further the possible cause of the fatigue bracket. Most likely, rear bump stops not being tall enough, causing the shock to compress and transfer all those forces through the shock mounts. The Jeep's copped a fair bit of shit, and it's earned it. It's forced us into situations we wouldn't have otherwise experienced, and I really believe we're better prepared because of it. Next time we're in the high country, and believe me, there will be a next time, it will be for a lot longer than 5 days. The place is absolutely enormous.